Hi, welcome to SBR Videos. I'm Peter Loshak. Right now, it's Friday before NFL Week 6, and there were 3 games with lines that haven't come out until right now. So who is the only handicapper willing, brave enough, and doesn't give a F enough to cover them? Joe Duffy from OffshoreInsiders.com. Joe Duffy, thanks for being back with us.
No, I live and breathe handicapping and watching sports, so I'm having fun.
All right. Well, you know, on any of these 3 games here, I am officially allowing you. You can pass. You can just analyze the game and not give a pick that goes on your permanent record, even though your permanent record in our videos is not as important as the record at your website. That's what's most important. Tell us about that, Joe Duffy.
Yeah, no, in fact, we were recording this on Friday. We started out again with the Thursday night winner only play. Indianapolis. It got a little hairy at the end, as everybody knows, but 27 years of winning. Have a huge weekend up. In fact, in the NFL, my first money line play, and it will be an underdog since last year when Jacksonville beat Tennessee plus 586 outright. So this is our first money line play since then. Wise guy, a lot more at offshoreinsiders.com.
Wow, awesome. And you gave us the Colts for free earlier this week. Yep. All right, so Detroit, Minnesota, the line out now widely available is Minnesota -1. Total is 43.5. Minnesota off the long week. They did get crushed by Green Bay, but here they come home. Maybe they'll have more of an edge here against Detroit. Minnesota -1 is the current line. What do you think, Joe Duffy?
Yeah, this is what, with all the question marks, one of them, of course, is Calvin Johnson, who is as good of a wide receiver as there is in the NFL. One might argue that the 2 best wide receivers in the NFL, one healthy, are both named Johnson, one of them in Houston, and this one, Calvin Johnson. Obviously, Teddy Bridgewater does look like he is going to play for Minnesota, which helps them, but he's, of course, was banged up. I can see how Minnesota is going to be a little bit conservative. Detroit is a heck of a defensive team. They're the number 1 under team in the NFL by they've gone under 4 or 5, but when we say number 1 again, we like to use the margin of cover. They've gone under by an average of 9.8. So I can see Detroit getting a little conservative. I know that Golden Tate's kind of stepped up in Johnson's absence, but still, when you're minus that big of a weapon, I think against a tough defense and Bridgewater, they obviously were bringing him along slowly. He wasn't really expected to start quite yet. I can see Minnesota getting a little conservative on offense. So I do expect this to be a very low-scoring game for when the total does come out widely available. I wouldn't be surprised if this game is in the lower 30s as far as total points are scored.
All right, I'm seeing 43.5 right now. Joe Duffy liking the under in Detroit, Minnesota. Thanks, Joe.
The SBR Network offers free sports picks and game breakdowns, big money free betting contests year-round, a real-time Vegas-style odds monitoring service, and much more. So come see for yourself. To stay updated on SBR news and promotions, follow us on Twitter, Facebook, and Google+, and do be sure to subscribe to the Sportsbook Review YouTube channel to catch all our daily sports shows.